What up, Andre? What's up, Adventures? Serena. Look, y'all got full sentences for names. Look, three words, bro. That's a lot for the internet. Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin', everybody? Where everybody watching from? Throw your nines or your sixes, everything in the chat, people. Let's get it. Make sure y'all do y'all due diligence, man. I know it's hard out here for some of you niggas to smash that like button, but go ahead and smash that like button, man. It doesn't hurt. But look, man, we're gonna get into this thing tonight. We okay, everything is live from Facebook and here. All right, bet. What we got? We got Houston in the house. We got Kansas in the house. We got Maryland. We got Denver. We got, Texas, man. Hey, look. Y'all going crazy. Missouri in the house. North Carolina. Of course, my Charlotte people. Naptown. Talladega. Oh, I've never heard nobody say that one on here before. All right, bet. It's like Talladega Nights, right? But look, yo, we got a dope one for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good even pace one. Just make sure y'all pay attention. All right, y'all ready? Throw them fire emojis in the chat if y'all ready. Danica in the house. I see you. Baltimore, T, do, and few. You know I gotta get y'all. Much love. I bet. I see the emojis in this joint. Let's get it. Y'all know we gotta start off with exposing these people, man. These people right here will forever be immortalized in the beginning of my videos, but let's get it.
San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities,
The El Paso, Las Cruces communities.
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about troubling and irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
Plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Wokeness is a virus. It's infectious. It destroys your brain.
The wokeness is very potent.
This woke mindset virus.
The wokeness, this is all we should be talking about.
The woke monster is here, and it's coming for everything.
The American Medical Association has gone woke.
Professional sports have gone fully woke.
American Boy Scouts are the next to go woke.
Walmart is going woke.
M&M's going woke.
Minnie Mouse going woke.
Now the Army is going woke.
Plus, guess who's going woke? The Muppets.
And finally, your autocorrect.
The Muppets,
now
nigga.
Going woke.
Wokeism.
Wokeification.
Wokeify.
The hyper woke, uber woke,
The ultra woke.
The wokerati. The wokers.
The woke folks.
the woketopians,
Those wokesters.
Wokeaholics.
Wokeristas.
The, wokey woke.
super wokeness.
They're all extreme. They've all been infected by the woke virus.
Woke critics on Rotten
Aisha,
Tomatoes.
Woke lady superheroes.
Woke celebrities.
Black
Universities.
Woke indoctrination.
Woke corporations.
Woke economics.
Woke nonprofits.
Woke education.
Woke generation.
Woke journalists.
Woke scientists.
Woke Democrats. Woke Republicans. Woke millionaires. Woke billionaires.
Woke capitalism.
They are suffering from an incurable brain disease called wokeness.
The woke thing is a parasite.
Woke cancer.
Rapid onset woke dementia.
This is what happens when you are so woke that your brain just falls out of your head.
If masks protected you from a woke mind virus, would you wear a mask?
If it wasn't for the woke, we would have no content. Woke people, stick around.
Hey, you see these people, man? The audacity. This shit's crazy. And check this out though. What they're saying is, have y'all checked out this guy right here? They saying that he is inky. How do y'all feel about that? These niggas called us wokerishas. You feel me? That's crazy, man. If you think for yourself, man, they can't bully you. They can't just say anything they want anymore. People are fact checking, truth checking, as I should say. I don't know.
News out there. I won't waste too much of your time on a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
In this video right here, I gotta let y'all know. So people was tagging me and stuff, and they wanted me to put this in here, right? So one thing I will say about this clip right here, because people was using this, was like, oh yeah, the Anunnaki back right here. This video right here is old. This ain't current right here, but it's still relevant. Remember the story that we covered a while back when, you know, we were speaking about this stuff, right? We went deep into the KGB agent, right? That got unalived, right? For giving his interview of these encounters with the quote unquote Anunnaki, which he said, right? This is a video somewhat of the same. So this is basically somebody else verifying the story. But yeah, we'll listen to it though. I'll rock with it.
I have a story I'm going to read. Then I'll make a few comments and bring it to a close. It should only take 4 or 5 minutes. And if you want, you can just go to the website and read it for yourself. The title of the story is Nibiru Anunnaki Slaughter Russian Soldiers. And I will read the story. Let's see if I got it here. Okay. 1 second, please. Sorry about that. Okay. On Monday, February 13th, a Russian Special Forces detachment accidentally stumbled upon an Anunnaki hive while searching for ISIS insurgents in a network of caves near Raqqa. According to the sole survivor of the doomed operation, the enormous Anunnaki aliens initiated a violent confrontation, engaging the Russian soldiers with energy and particle beam weapons. The Russian troops fired back to no avail. Apparently, the Anunnaki had an innate resistance to ballistic weapons. Our Moscow source, a former FSB operative, obtained a partial transcript of the event before the Kremlin issued a gag order and isolated the surviving soldier, Captain Perlyov Garvila Vasilyevich, and I'm sure I am not pronouncing his name correctly, a decorated officer and combat veteran. Vasilyevich's unit, the report indicates, had been operating behind enemy lines on a 4-day-long search and destroy mission. They were tasked with locating a band of ISIS freedom fighters believed to be hiding in an expansive network of caves in northeast Syria. After an exhaustive day of maneuvering through twisting tunnels and stalactite-filled caverns, the Russian unit found its prey. A ragtag group of ISIS spies had been holing up in a cavern 100 feet beneath the surface. The Special Forces soldiers slaughtered their enemy, leaving no survivors. That's when things began getting weird for them, our source said. After dispatching the ISIS soldiers, the Russian team heard strange noises echoing off the cavern walls. A distinct series of beeps and chirps emanating from a tunnel leading deeper underground. Assuming the sounds to be a primitive form of Morse code, the report continues, Captain Vasilyevich believed that another group of ISIS soldiers might have been lurking at the opposite end of the tunnel. He had ordered his men to assume an offensive posture and begun descending into the depths of the earth. The tunnel, Captain Vasilyevich reported, emptied into a colossal cavern with a 100-meter-high ceiling. Upon entering the cave, they were greeted not by ISIS insurgents, but by a faction of heavily armed, humanoid aliens who did not take kindly to the intrusion. By all reports, the towering extraterrestrials stood 5 to 15 meters in height and had gold or bronze-like skin. Without hesitation, they opened fire on the Russian soldiers. 4 of the Russians died immediately, our source told us. The alien weapons produced a golden beam of light that vaporized anything it touched, including, of course, human flesh. The soldiers fought valiantly, but were no match for the Anunnaki's advanced technology. The The soldiers' bullets just bounced off their exoskeleton. After the 8th fatality, our source said, Captain Vasilievich ordered a tactical retreat, but the Anunnaki outmaneuvered them and overwhelmed them in a running firefight to the surface. They massacred all of Captain Vasilievich's men.
Well, I appreciate you.
Vasilievich, the report concludes, barely escaped with his life. For reasons unknown, the Anunnaki raiding party chose not to pursue him beyond the entrance to the caves. Even more interesting, this might not be an isolated incident. Astrobiologist and Sumerian scholar Hermann Schwarzbaum claims that worldwide governments have concealed numerous confrontations with Anunnaki raiding parties. The extraterrestrials, he said, originate from the 4th planet of the Nibiru system and routinely probe Earth's defenses in advance of Nibiru's arrival. And that concludes the story. Now
we're going to talk about that. So I had to let that run real quick. So you got to think about this. I'm not saying that this is true. Anybody can read off a paper, read this report. I need to find this report, though. Be for real with you. That's all I need to say. I need to find this report, put my eyes on it, see where it came from, that type of thing, you know, before we jump to a whole bunch of conclusions about this. But you know what it do sound like, though? It sound like some Alien versus Predator type shit, don't it? They try to run up out of that joint. These niggas was on their ass. Yeah, that's where that movie came from. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. But you got to think about this, man. What the other guy, his story coincides with this one kind of perfectly. They've been bumping into these people having interactions. What happened to that man that gave that interview? Look, all these things aren't such a coincidence. And then you got to tell me, too, one thing that's not in this compilation, because I put this together the other day. The railroad situations that's been happening. Y'all been tracking, y'all been seeing what's going on. All of those incidences aren't such a damn coincidence, bro. All of a sudden, all these chemicals are being put into our soil. They're burning it up. Now it's going into the atmosphere. People are moving back into their cribs and they're getting sick because the water is messed up. Such a coincidence, right? I bet. We're going to keep going, though.
Please understand that information approved.
And it'll be around the 130 position. Junction. It is behind the sun. It's coming up. It came up in the direction towards the sun's, say, 730 position. Okay. Now, when it comes out from behind, it'll be around the 130 position. And will we be able to see it then? Yeah. And when we see it, if you're not prepared, I mean, frankly, when we do see it, people are going to be standing out in the street. They're going to be pointing up at the sky. You'll be able to see it like that? Oh, yeah. You're going to see it. It's a melancholia scenario. It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger because this thing is going to come around from behind the sun and cross over our orbit above us and ahead of us. And, you know, there's a gentleman, Bob Dean, government whistleblower.
Paying attention. I appreciate you.
He's one of my heroes. I mean, I just love this guy. Good guy. And I think in 2008 on Project Camelot, he made a prediction. He said, according to my sources, it is going to, when we are going to be on the same side of the sun as the Planet X system when it goes into its aphelion leg. That's when it's going back south. Okay. And that is when it's really going to be jamming, you know. And jamming meaning doing things to us? To the sun, to us.
To the sun, to us.
This is very real. There are certain ley lines that will be activating the earth grids.
Marion, I appreciate you.
The
Food for thought, for sure.
separations between the dimensions and the realms will be lifted. I warned you guys about this. And I told you there's going to be a collision of dimensions. And some of you guys are already getting visions of this in your dreams. Prophetic visions of things clashing. You're seeing what appears to be worlds clashing. It's dimensions clashing. This will be the year that separation takes place. This will be the year that the separation that has been in place, this will be the year that it will be lifted. Okay? Now, this is going to trip y'all out. And I also talked about this as well. People will be shifting into higher timelines to the point to where people will not remember who you are. So those who are operating on a higher vibrational frequency and those who are operating on a lower frequency than people that are operating on a higher frequency, you're going to run into the people that you've known, and those people that are operating on a higher frequency will not recognize who you are. This is how we transition into the 5D, ladies and gentlemen. I talked about this already.
Hard work, appreciate you.
Y'all need to go back and listen to all my lives I did from 2020 on. Go to my Instagram page. Listen to all the lives I did on my Instagram. I told y'all this was happening. We're transitioning out. So don't be surprised at people that you know that are highly spiritual and highly evolved do not recognize you anymore because they've already they've already checked out and got into another timeline. These people will not recognize they will not recognize you. Their memories will be wiped of you. Okay? This is the year that if you don't get yourself in order with the things that you're eating, the foods that you're eating, a lot of you will get very, very sick.
2023.
Your body will no longer take fast food, fried foods, foods that make you sick. Your body will begin to start giving out on you very quickly this year. You were supposed to be.
You want to know what's crazy about that though? I ain't even gonna cap with y'all. I'm not even gonna cap. My body has been changing when it comes to food. I noticed that like 2 years ago. I used to like mac and cheese and all of the other stuff that everybody else liked, right? My body started rejecting it. And I could no longer accept the taste. It tasted putrid to me. And then on top of that, my inside started to change too as well. I started to develop like ulcers and stuff like that. So I stopped. And I've been way better ever since, man. I feel better. My body is reacting well. You don't see me swelling up and, having all this. That's why a lot of people noses running and stuff like that. Crust coming all out your eyes all the time. That's toxins and shit and mucus in your body that's trying to escape. Real talk. I'm going to tell you, for me, bro, look, I had to cut a lot of stuff to get to where I'm at right now. And you gotta sacrifice. You can't keep living in your lower gut. Can't be ruled by your lower gut. You feel me?
Getting these things in order ahead of time. That's why I'm telling you to detox your liver, do your 10-day detox first, and then go in and do another 5 days of detoxing that liver. Begin to start taking your herbs and everything else. Get your water game up. Get your coconut water game up. Get your H3O game up. Get with your health practitioners. They're going to be needed more than ever. Okay? But I'm letting you know right now, this is a stern warning. You keep on eating the way you've been eating.
Bloat and get heartburn,
your
yep.
body's going to give out on you because you're vibrating too low and your body can't handle the frequencies that Kai is on. It's just going to give out on itself. And I'm sorry, babies. Okay?
It's scary when your body start to change in the wrong way. You feel
What is your most
shit that ain't
controversial
normal.
opinion? Both political parties is full of crap, and they're controlled by the Illuminati. But the Illuminati is controlled by the Anunnaki, which are not human, if you know what I mean. And when I bring that stuff up, 90% of people say no freaking way. But they can never disprove any part of it. And that is my most controversial opinion.
For people that don't know, though, what is the Illuminati?
The Illuminati is the people that claim to be illuminated. They claim to know the true history of mankind and the true genetics of mankind. They also claim to have more bloodline in them from the Anunnaki, which is the gods. But they aren't actual gods, there's physical beings, but they're not from this planet.
This baby's out there in the sky. This baby's out there in the sky. They've been watching it. I watched it. And I can tell you, this thing has got so much trash coming around it. You know how we live in a solar system? We've got 9 planets and a big sun. This thing has got 7 planets and its own sun. This thing has got 7 planets and its own sun.
7 planets in his own sun. Everybody talking about it. Such a coincidence, right? All these things are such a coincidence. Such a coincidence. You know? Right in our faces.
Alright, I'm about to speak some truth here. Majority of the Anunnaki are actually black. This is because black people have the strongest souls which possess the most power. It all has to do with the pigmentation of their skin. Darker pigmentations of your skin allow you to absorb more frequencies of the sun. Because the sun is known to strengthen the DNA of your soul, this is why they are so powerful. The system knew about their power. Why do you think the system gave them such a hard time? They were trying to contain it. I'm just here to tell you the truth. And the truth is, everybody's getting their power back. And there's going to be a power shift real soon.
To become more intelligent.
I'm gonna have to skip this one right here for copyrights though. And it's pretty long. I don't feel like watching a long ass clip, be real with y'all. We're gonna do this and we skipping videos in real time. Hey, this clip right here is when they saying that like this is the whole sequence when they talking about Inky and Enlil coming back. So they already showed was it Inky. Now this is Enlil right here.
During the healing session on June the 11th, 1988, the mysterious event took place, which was observed by hundreds of people. Many were left totally healed. Only a few photos exist.
The tall figure of a barefooted, white-robed and bearded man appeared from nowhere and stood in the middle of the crowd.
Watu wote walianguka chini, wakajawa wengine na furaha, wengine wakajawa na kilio kwa maana wameona kila hawajaona tangu wazaliwe.
When he appeared, people had no idea what was happening. Many of them fell down. Others began to cry and repent their sins, and continued to do so even after Jesus had disappeared, and we had begun singing new healing songs again. Since that day, hordes of people have been coming to Kawangware, repenting their sins and being healed and saved. But it is not me who heals, it is the power of God that heals through me.
It appeared to them the Son of Man had at last fulfilled his promise of coming back to earth.
Now these people said that they was sitting in that crowd. Y'all gotta think about that. And they said that shit came from the sky and then he appeared amongst them. He allowed them to take pictures and everything. But you know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that story right there? You know? Somebody said this is fake. All right. Bet, you know, all those people just tripping, right? They was all on some mushrooms or something, probably, right? Probably just a cloud or some shit, you know.
Came to the forefront. I told a brother one day out the blue, I said Satan will be gay. I said he'll be a homosexual. And people didn't believe me. He didn't believe me when I said it because he hadn't heard it.
He should have brought weed with him.
Old end time teaching, and the old end time teaching was about the beast and Israel and all that. He didn't understand that Satan is creating a world. He's making the world over in his image. The goal is to replace the creation of God with his own creation. Talk back to me. So that, I'm going deep, when these beings get here from this planet that's orbiting our solar system, I'm say whatever you want to say. When they get here, the world gonna be like them. These are gonna be genderless type creatures. The world gonna be like them. That's what he's doing. That's what he's working on. Was that deep? There's a planet called Nibiru.
You can't say it right.
That's coming. It orbits Earth, I think, every 3,600 years. I can even give you understanding of the 3,600.
Nigga said Nibiru.
3,600 years. It's orbiting Earth. It's coming. You can see it sometime if you get up at the right angle in the morning. You will see something look like two suns. Y'all don't believe that. No, you know black people. Y'all know. Black people something.
Right. Copper Tone people. We appreciate you, Dre. I appreciate you.
I guess it'd be
Appreciate
good
it.
to teach y'all.
Reaching out for business.
Can you
This,
see what I'm
my
going
email.
to? Put that image up there. Now I told y'all, this is not special effects. This is two suns. It's really not a sun. One of them's a sun and one of them's Nibiru. It's a planet coming. The Vatican knows. The world
He said this
knows.
shit
Our
again.
government
Stop saying
knows.
it, nigga.
Everybody in the world, every government is planning for this because they're trying to find out who's going to be the one that communicates and connects with what's coming. But you know who it's going to be. Do you not know who it's going to be? Oh, you know, I feel like going home on y'all. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? The Pope and them are going to be the ones that make the connection. Because the Bible talks about the false prophet, come on, is the one that paves the way for the beast. The Catholic Church is the false prophet. Now, they've been calling the Catholic Church or the Pope the Antichrist. I keep telling y'all, he ain't the Antichrist. He's the false prophet. His goal is to create a religious system that the Antichrist can take over. Because the Bible said he gives his power to the beast.
Nigga said Nibiru. He came up with some new shit. That's what's up, though.
I am of the Anunnaki, interdimensional beings that visit the planet Earth every few thousand years. We arrive at a time called Nibiru, when the barriers between our worlds grow weak. The Anunnaki have a great history of helping humans, but we have no physical form and must inhabit animals. This is why some animals, our descendants, can talk and others cannot. But not all Anunnaki are kind and good. There are evil ones, and the most evil one of all is imprisoned beneath Crystal Cove and must not be set free. You must undo it, Scooby-Doo. Undo it all. Save yourself. Save your friends. Save the world.
Message, you feel me? I gotta drop that one in there every so often. You feel me?
One thing that I really am nervous about, I think this thing's got a planet like ours circling it. This is its own solar system. We're about to have a solar system come through the middle of our solar system. This can't be good. But unfortunately, it looks as though that's what's going to happen. Hopefully nothing in this mess will hit us, even though it does say it will in the Bible, at least as it does in my Bible. It says we can expect all kinds of problems. We were looking at asteroids. Right close to this thing, there's asteroids that are floating around right near that are orbiting the main sun itself. These things appear to be...
Hey, look, they put messages and everything. They had that shit in Scooby-Doo. You feel me? That shit crazy, right?
Jinky is here. The Celestial Federation of Yahweh begins its annual Caravan of Love event. Scores of devotees bring their cars to join the motorcade, which travels through the city for several hours touring neighborhoods. The motorcade...
I don't want to play this whole thing through because I think this is copyright, though. But look, he quote unquote, he had... They said that he couldn't have his security or whatever, some type of security, air security, right? He was like, "Don't worry, I got it. I got my own." Basically, you feel me? And they said that he conjured these UFOs right here. That's what the story say. Look, man, I'm just putting this shit together, okay?
Sanctify the auspicious occasion. This immediately triggered reports to the Mutual
And they got real reports on it.
Flying Object Network, which generated an official report. The disposition of case number 48269 remains unresolved to this day.
You feel me? Like, I don't know. It might be some weight to what he's saying, man. And this is what they saying all coming back.
Why are you so destructive?
Copyright.
To hear the ringing in the ears.
Now, from every our has become are 170 realize.
Alright, check this one out.
Okay, this video that I'm about to show you feels like it's the intro to a sci-fi horror movie, but it's real. Like it's real. It's not for a movie. Watch it and Let me know your thoughts.
And Neom is real. The future of work.
Absolutely not, nigga. I'm not moving there.
Is coming to life. The master plan is being realized
right off rip.
more every day. A project unique in scale, already being built. Our luxury island destination, Sindala, has launched. As has Trojena, our mountain destination. The Line, our flagship city, and our Center for Advanced Industries, Oxygen. Things are changing fast. This progressive stance is why we invested $175 million in Volocopter, the next generation of transport. It's why some 200,000 people are expected to attend the captivating exhibitions for the Line. And it's why the planet's fastest growing lifestyle brand, Ennismore, has become the first hotel partner for Trojena. Already, Saudia offers direct flights from Neom to London and Dubai. Our media sector has supported 25 productions in 18 months, working with names such as the BBC, Apple TV, and NBC. We can elevate life because we have a blank canvas. This is not business as usual. This is the new future.
Now, from everything that I've been reading about these smart cities, you will have no freedom. Okay, so it sounds nice on paper, but no one will own a car. You're only allowed 2,500 calories a day, which, okay, fine.
Nigga.
Some people need more. Everyone has different needs. Each family member is only allowed 3 new items of clothing a year. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like you meddling in our lives and dictating our every single choice. I don't like it. What do you guys think about it?
Absolutely not, nigga. I ain't going. See, look, you're gonna have to have those things that they starting to put in people's hands where you can pay for stuff, all the other stuff. You're gonna have to get that too. I ain't going. I don't give a damn what's going on. Nigga, I eat some dirt. I come a breatharian. I don't have to live amongst y'all. You know, I'm an independent thinker. I do my own thing. You feel me? I figure it out. But that sounds like a prison done to me, right? Don't that sound like a prison? You get 3 outfits, nigga. So you gonna be rotating 3 pair of underwear? How that's gonna work out? You feel me? Like I got a lot of questions, man. You feel me? I'm not getting chipped though. I ain't going, bro. Like how many people gonna be on the outside with me? You know, I know I ain't gonna be out there by myself, cause I know everybody else ain't stupid.
Talking about these
They gonna put y'all ass right to work.
Right, which allow us
y'all gonna be
goddamn.
y'all seen that episode on Black Mirror when they had everybody powering the power station. They was riding those bikes and it was goddamn sending power to the building, I guess, or whatever, they way of life or whatever. Like they had to pedal and shit. That's what they gonna have y'all doing in there. Y'all gonna be having to keep the lights on for real, for real. Niggas gonna be in shape like a motherfucker, strong ass legs. Look, y'all gonna be a new breed of fucking people. Y'all gonna walk like this, bruh. Y'all gonna be so used to fucking pedaling, y'all ain't even gonna know how to walk no more. You gonna be a new motherfucking breed of people. Going 100 miles per hour everywhere. You feel me? Like, I ain't going, bruh.
Conditions at a better rate than everybody else, right? But specifically with melanin is a
baby woman, I appreciate you.
Thing, right? Because we can absorb more radiation than any other beings on the planet Earth. The darker you are, the more radiation.
Very instrumental. I appreciate that.
Right? So you have to understand, even when looking at your brown skin, you're looking at frequency or radiation trapped within it. This is literally light trapped within your body. Right? This is why you go outside, you go in the light, and it gets darker.
Atheist, what are you going to say when you stand in front of God?
Why did you stay hidden? Why did you stay silent? Why did you demand faith instead of providing evidence? Why did you reveal yourself in a book full of historical inaccuracies and theological contradictions? If you knew that the vast majority of humans you created would end up in hell, why did you create them? Why did you create hell? How is infinite punishment justice for a finite crime? What is the point of torturing someone in hell if they can never get out of it and never learn? Why would you purposely tempt Adam and Eve? Did you want them to fail? I mean, when I had children, I baby-proofed my house. I didn't light a fire in the middle of the living room and tell them not to get close to it. Why didn't you condemn slavery? Why did you create rules explaining to humans how you wanted them to conduct their slave trade? Why are there only 10 commandments? Why did you think keeping the Sabbath day holy was more important to include than not graping people? Did you think it was more important to tell children they needed to respect and obey their parents instead of telling parents not to abuse their children? Why did you make it possible for humans to physically hurt each other? You didn't give us unlimited abilities. I can't just spread my wings and fly. You chose not to give us wings. Why choose to make it possible for priests to grape children? How could you watch that happen in your churches, by your servants, and do nothing? Why do you treat people like they're expendable background characters in other people's story? In trying to test Job, you allow his children to die, as though they're not people in and of themselves. Why do you think that giving
You said
Job
God will send her back
later makes up for killing his first? Why do you demand love? Why do you demand worship? Why can you not offer forgiveness freely?
Tell me how funny as hell.
Why do you demand human sacrifice? Why do you demand perfection from humans that
It's like so fucking real.
Yo, some of y'all mad funny though. You said, hey, y'all said, hold on. Y'all said God gonna send her back. Yo, so I promise you, look, I enjoy myself when I get on here with y'all, yo. Y'all, look, man, too damn much. That shit's funny. Oh man, yeah, we gotta skip some of this stuff, man. Like, I don't want to make this too long, man. Hilarious though. All right, but check this out though.
I'm not gonna say much, but tell
But
me.
he gonna block her. God gonna block her.
What you feel. Roll the clip.
I'm an ICU doctor.
Send her ass to the voicemail.
He told me he had a similar experience. He showed me he was okay, and that meant so much to me.
Send her ass to the gulag.
There was so much uncertainty at the time, and just him coming to me, showing that I could live a normal life again, it meant so much to me in the moment. So I want to give a big thank you to him.
Bro, look at
And a
that
special
background.
thank you to everyone on this stage for everything they did for me, and thank you
Like, look at that stage. Don't that shit look creepy to y'all? Like, what do it remind you of?
Oh, not bad.
Look, somebody in the comments. The idea of somebody questioning God. Get your ass out of here, man. Look, there's somebody always trying to ruin a good time. Look, enjoy yourself, or go stand in the corner.
Any news, son? So, is it true?
You don't have no sense of humor. Pretty sure he would.
Wow.
Fair skin has been in favor for the
I got a
past
funny joke, but I ain't
couple of
gonna do
hundreds
it.
of years. But now the pendulum is swung back. Black is in fashion. Pardon me, I'm gonna take some pictures.
Sure.
Oh, I got some tea and I got some kombucha. I don't know what I did with my kombucha. Oh, I put it in between my legs. There we go. You see me looking for it? Y'all niggas be watching. Y'all be watching. I can't do shit. Damn, nigga, I got some tea and some goddamn kombucha.
Celebrities who were supposedly replaced or cloned. Will Ferrell. His life had ended back in 2006 in March. He was paragliding in high wind in Southern California and lost control and crashed into the trees. Adam Sandler. He met the angel of death on January 13th of 2017. He ended himself. The police department even made remarks about his death. Jeff Goldblum is the next one who met his demise. He was in New Zealand in 2009 filming for a movie. His mother called him to be sure
Bro, get you on IG. The video I found on Twitter. It's crazy. Okay. I got you, bro.
2017, the legend himself had passed away, but he suddenly went on air a few days later saying it was a hoax, and he would like to shove his dead foot up who's a hole to whoever spread this rumor.
I know people think he crazy, but isn't it ironic how right after what he says in this interview, he gets arrested? Man, just hear him out. Tell me what y'all think.
And it's one big society of it. Now, when it comes down to the selling of there's shipping and trafficking and people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials. And you're looking at the people that are missing, and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. And that's really what it is. These are actually adults. Jeffrey Epstein created this saga, and this is what he is great at doing. He's great at kidnapping someone, turning them putting them in a dead celebrity's body, and screwing the life out of them after he makes a ton of money off of their ass on his private little beach. So you have a private little beach full of celebrities and bodies getting screwed, and nobody cares because they're supposed to be dead. And this has been a major market that he tried to blame on Oprah Winfrey. So, yeah, that's what I feel about that. And this panda eye thing is, the panda, all that stuff is so real. You want to go get fucked by Shaba until your eyes pop out, go ahead. I mean, that's up to you. But
what?
I just think that, people just need to realize what they're looking at when they're watching the television. Everything is right in front of you. The revolution was televised, and don't nobody give a shit.
Peace, light, love, and darkness, family. Look, y'all remember the other day when I asked y'all to give me the real story behind this BS story they're giving us about shooting down a UFO, right? Y'all remember the story right here. U.S. fighter jets shot down UFO flying over Alaska less than a week after the Chinese balloon incident. Y'all remember this BS. And look, peep this. This happened February the 10th, right? February the 10th, right? And look, y'all remember I made that video stating that anybody who really knows what's going on, I want y'all to send me or tell me the real story. The undercover story, not the cover story they're giving all of us, right? Well, what do we have here? This was published February the 10th. Same day as the so-called UFOs getting shot down. February 10th. And what is this here? Breaking. Final Epstein docs to be unsealed after new ruling.
That's what they didn't want y'all to see.
I told y'all, I said, look, y'all, this is a damn cover story. What an undercover story at? Bam, it's right here. Like, they really don't want the people to know that our whole GOV is on trial right now. For crimes against humanity, for crimes towards kids, for trafficking and all of that, they on trial right now. And they don't want nobody to know that a lot of them are being convicted. A lot of them already been executed. They just got their clones and shit out here. Salacious allegations against Epstein associates to be unsealed. February 10th. Every time they distract us with something, it's always a story that's beneath that distraction. Always. I mean, this is really what they was distracting us from. Exclusive. Naming the names, final batch of documents containing salacious allegations related to Jeffrey Epstein's associates, including Prince Andrew, will finally be made to the public after dozens of John and Jane Does agree to unsealing. Yo. And remind y'all, this is just one of the undercover stories. It'd be way more undercover stories going on. As a matter of fact, it'd be a cover story, another cover story under that cover story, and another cover story under that undercover story. Basically lies on lies on lies. Those of us knew it when they was talking about that UFO getting shut down. Then a couple days before that, they was talking about we had a Chinese spy balloon and all this. Meanwhile, all the PEDOs is under fire right now and they don't want us to know. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all take the time to look at these documents, look this up, and y'all read this yourselves, because, yeah. They basically just saying all the BS that we already know they doing, and we already know all the people who involved, which is all of them. Anybody you see on TV, they ass involved. Like, this shit don't be making no sense at all. Family, y'all like, comment, and share this video. And y'all also tell me what y'all think and what other undercover stories y'all found as well.
Hey, look, I had to lead y'all there somehow, right? I had to think about this. You feel me? I had to get y'all warmed up for that. You feel me? Because that's different right there. And what is done a lot of times is distractions. See, now we can clearly see what was floating over these states and stuff like that. It wasn't nothing quote unquote threatening. They let it around and they let it tour the country, everything, man. Why everybody following this? Why y'all think that I didn't post about that those days? I had people hit me. You gonna talk about the balloon, Dre? I'm like, it's something bigger. We was already hip, man. I can already see this stuff coming a million miles away, people. So, you know, that's what it is right there. It's a distraction because they didn't want to let that. And then on top of that, they're not going to let them other names off that list, though. We ain't never going to know. We ain't never going to know. But yeah, you feel me? So they had to, like people like us, they knew we was going to be looking at it, but we can't get too caught up in the metaphysical things sometimes, you know, chasing aliens and all this other stuff. Like, that's why I make these videos. I try to balance it out. I gotta hit y'all with the stuff that's going on with the food, the stuff that's going on with your water sources, the stuff that's going on with the chemicals spilling in your neighborhoods and stuff. You feel me? You're getting attacked from every angle. So I'm just trying to get y'all a little well-rounded, you know? I want y'all to be prepared. Shit crazy.
Welcome back to Panero's Mind, people. And as you can clearly see, the destroyer is flashing. Now here's the destroyer with a filter over it. And you can clearly see it's definitely an object in the sky. Now, we can look at the sun rising below it. Oh, it's the sun.
That's a copyright now.
What's happening right now is that Nibiru is actually returning. And it's not a rogue planet. It's never been a rogue planet. It's actually always been piloted. And right now, Nibiru is no longer under the control of Marduk, who actually took it by force in 2024 BC when he disposed his great-grandfather Anu and, of course, his uncle Enlil-Sus from the throne of Nibiru. At which point,
I'm not from AZ.
Over the affairs of the earth, and for the last 5,000 years, we could say that Marduk, Belial-Baal, the son of Enki, has been ruling Nibiru and, of course, the earth as a result of that. And,
yeah, I'm me. I'm not a clone.
But it appears that in 1999, Marduk abdicated from his position of Nibiru.
Can't nobody...
Because it appears...
hold on, man. I see people in the comments. Look, somebody said I came back different or something. I'm a clone or something. Like, look, nigga. Can't nobody act and bring this type of energy, my energy, bro. Like, don't nobody out here have my energy. Like, you'll know, bro, if it wasn't me. For real. This nigga is me. I'm in there. You feel me? Somewhere. You know, with all this meat off of me, I look like a tree, right? With some eyeballs. You ever seen what we look like without this shit? It's me, nigga. But I'm not even me. You feel me? I'm up here. I'm a light being inhabiting this body, people.
That the Nibirians, you know, the positive Nibirians, those that come from the lineage of the Anunnaki, right, of the original guardian race from Sirius, have...
You said chill, my guy.
Getting ready to activate as Nibiru comes back into our solar system. And so the coming of Nibiru is actually going to be triggering the Rh negative blood.
Oh, they don't know they clones?
The
Damn.
Rh negative blood type are going to be the first ones that are going to activate.
I mean, you right.
And then that's as a result, the rest of the star seeds that are Rh positive are going to also activate. And then, of course, that's going to catapult the rest of the planet.
Charlotte in the building. Appreciate you.
Reality.
Corbin Brown. Did you run track?
Where they're vibrating. Some are going to go into the
name familiar.
The whole point is this, that Nibiru is returning, and it's going to also act as our second sun.
They be malfunctioning?
When it does, it's going to begin the activation process of the Rh negative blood type, who are the direct descendants of the original Anunnaki.
Look, we ignoring this whole video right here. I'm looking at the damn comments and stuff. This shit lit. Somebody said, how do I know where the copyright's at? Oh, so this is what I do. I get these. I got other channels, man. I upload it on other channels after I make my compilation, and then I see where the copyrights reside at. Then I take them out, or I bring down the volume on certain pieces or whatever. That's what you got to do to avoid that. Yeah, somebody had to, let me. Hey, y'all mind if I go get this door real quick? You feel me? Let me get this real quick. your ID at least. All right, so I had to go tag my clone in and shit.
Through the lineage of Zeus. And inventors, and now we think that most of the things are from the Greek, right? These guys who made the pyramid had made 3 sons. 2 have been destroyed because of experiment of these people who love to go inside our caves and take out things. Yeah, you know those people, right? The ones that are very inquisitive. No, there is one son that is leave.
They got me at the door.
This son is the one that I'm looking at right now here, right? They has the ability. How I know? I knew. In China right now, they have erected the new sun that is 10 times hotter than this sun, which is a fake sun, right? Yeah. Now, tell me now. They have been controlling the weather. Do you aware of that? Yes, this is why the era that I'm in right now, rain never fall in the morning.
They didn't ask for my ID, man. It's one of my kids, man. I told them, make sure when you leave the house, have your key and your ID at least.
I'm here for 1 year and 4 months. Why it always has to fall after 12?
Yeah.
Human construct, as long as it is so aligned and so in line. That's how humans do things, robotic. All right, good. So you are aware that in Jamaica, they said that the Sahara dust, how can a dust travel from Africa, right, across the Mediterranean seas, right, where you know hot air rise, like how the moisture is over all the waters. And humans believe this. So naive. Anyway, go further to say that they have realized that our DNA, within it, there is a record that is called the Akashic Records. Not even fire can destroy it. This is why I know that the people who you really love, that are called your ancestors, they cannot die. Because they have done a research.
How much they paying me?
Someone that is alive test their blood and 3% of their DNA is unlocked. While somebody that died, they did a carbon testing on their blood and 97% of their DNA was unlocked. Simple means when you die, according to words, you literally rose to a different dimension that is even more powerful. Saying all of this to say,
I say this, and it has been found to be the truth that when you do pass, you lose weight like immediately. It's like when your your quote unquote soul leaves your body. So your body does get a little lighter after you do pass away. So that's something to keep in mind right there. You know, you are in there, but you are not the body. You understand if you understand.
My ancestors has the ability to make the sun, and through the sun.
To the truth, that had to be the Most High.
Showers have been reported in Japan. If it did.
And there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. Revelation.
The United States government has issued the following warning. Due to unexplained activity in the night sky, all U.S. citizens are being advised to stay inside.
If it did hit us and land in the ocean, it would cause a 7.0 earthquake and a tsunami wave of 7.
No, I gotta talk to him again.
Don't leave me here, please.
Do you have any information or reports from Space Command?
NASA is now sounding the alarm about the dangers of incoming meteors.
These are not national threats. These are global threats.
In the last hour, meteor showers have been reported in Japan, Australia, and Russia.
They could cause potentially catastrophic damage.
And he's gonna burn up the earth.
Donnie, I appreciate you. Hey, son, I said, what's up?
Then you die, you meet your maker, and you go into the lake of fire.
These are the latest images that we have from the International Space Station.
NASA still has no idea whether the big one will hit Earth or not.
Yeah,
asteroid is on track with Earth.
Confirm that the asteroid is heading straight towards us.
Now warning that there is a high chance of
Governments are holding emergency crisis.
Further waves of deadly meteor showers are expected to precede the asteroid impact.
Riots have broken out across Latin America, Brazil,
This is Central Manila, where law and order has completely broken down.
Thousands have gathered at the Vatican. All expected to give this mass within the hour.
What is that? What is that sound?
Oh, I think you know what that is, John. The third angel sounded his trumpet. And a great star, like a flaming torch, fell from the sky.
You know what? I'm be real with y'all though. We talk about all this asteroid and shit. Look, nigga, like I'm be real with you. I ain't trying to go through that. You know, like I gotta be picked up already. I don't want to see the asteroids coming from the sky, nigga. Like, you feel me? I don't want to be here for that part. When it hit the earth and then, bro, you better get me. You better come down. My ancestors, bro, you better come down here and get me before that shit right there happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all seen that movie, Don't Look Up? What happened to them at the end of that movie? When that big old tidal wave was coming, after the government have messed up so many times to destroy the asteroid, but they want to take minerals and stuff from the asteroid to make money. That's all they were thinking about. And they sat there at the table, bro. I don't know if I can sit there at the table and hold hands and act like we ain't just about to get smashed into pieces and stuff. That ain't the way I want to go. You feel me? That's not the way I want to go. That ain't it. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Like, that ain't, it'll be pick a nigga up first. That's all I ask.
Anytime it's white, you should know it's very dangerous stuff. White sugar, white salt, white milk, bleach white flour, white grits. Anytime it's white, it's dangerous.
Joshua, appreciate you.
You do not
good.
have white teeth. Your teeth are yellow.
Hope yours is the same.
And yet we bleach our teeth white because we know that white is right. No, this.
Ooh. Damn, they gonna get copyright for that. I was just thinking about that one. Look, caught me slipping. Somebody should have reminded me, hey, nigga, that's a popular song. Trying to give y'all something real quick. Give y'all some accuracy on what's going on. Some people like documents and stuff, so I gotta show y'all. All right.
74 angstroms of light from ionized iron via Proba 2 swap. We've got a couple of notes and then a Titanic story to share. First, we're watching Proba 2 because SDO is down. Not the satellite, but the data center in Stanford where we get the images. This should be restored in short order, and indeed, we have several ways of watching the sun when SDO goes down.
Yeah, beam me up, Scotty.
Those, of course, stereo, SOHO, and the solar flare and solar wind monitors. We'll see what we have to work with in the morning. Up next, bad news overnight from Afghanistan. Shallow rumbles matter so much here, where a 5.9 earthquake was, and often is, far deadlier and more damaging than a larger earthquake somewhere else in the world. Hearts are with them as the death toll is expected to rise. Now, the big story, and it's from Wired.com, with an A- rating from the observers, which is about as high a score as we give. It's about what many of you observers already know. The sun has many times tossed an eruption our way that would send us back to the Stone
Money
Age.
Strong TV.
The last one was
What's
just
up with
before
you?
the emergence of humans' electrical age. The article interviewed Dr. McIntosh from Colorado about his work with Dr. Dick Potty, who was slated to be at our 2020 Observers Conference before COVID canceled it. Out of the gate, we stand with Dr. McIntosh in that so much of what they say about the sun is just made-up physics. The nuclear furnace, why sunspots appear where they do, why the sun's polarity flips every 11 years. But what's real is the fact that during the big event that will happen again someday, we check the magnetic polarity of the plasma eruption via satellite and would only have as much as an hour's warning and as little as 15 minutes from when it hits the satellite to when it arrives at Earth. That big one will take out every circuit board and will instantly cause satellites to fail and every airplane in the sky to attempt a no radio, no GPS, old school by the eyes landing. While every transformer on the ground is vulnerable, it only takes 9 lost in the right place to take out power to the entire United States, and they estimate Hundreds would fail in that scenario. You've heard this next bit before. What comes next? No power, no heat, no air conditioning, no phone, no refrigeration, no gas, no ATM, and no water. If the sun hits us big time, we could see 1 billion or more people die worldwide, and that is before you consider what would happen to the nuclear plants, which are even more vulnerable than this article states. The article discusses how they only have a couple weeks of diesel for the backup generators. But who says the generators are going to work at all? They're as vulnerable as anything else. Despite warnings from the scientists, power companies have done little to the grid except make it more vulnerable, especially to longer-lasting storms, ones that go on.
What's somebody say? Miss Rhonda? And less of you. That's supposed to be funny.
On for days, or those
if it was
that
a good
are
one,
more
I'll let you know
powerful.
it's a good one.
The utilities aren't even required
Yeah,
to
you
plan
get some
for
crickets
another
on that one. I give credit where it's due.
Superstorm. So, even adding the capacitors they suggest
Try
in
another
the
one.
article just isn't going to cut it.
I'm gonna
And
cook
the
your
news
ass
gets
if you had a
worse from
profile
there.
picture.
That's not even all the sun can do. Since those government reports about the 1859 superstorm, we have learned and confirmed the superflare potential of our star. While their half measures and awareness likely protects them against the more regular storms seen every 11-year sunspot cycle, and just as we saw, they're not prepared for bigger ones like 1859. 1859 is about 10 to 25 times less powerful than what the sun does on even longer time scales. Furthermore, none of this horrible news takes into account that Earth is more vulnerable by the day. As Earth's magnetic poles shift and the power of the magnetic field fades, we are losing our shield against energy from space.
So we're gonna leave it right there. Look, so basically in a nutshell, y'all seen it. I don't feel like listening to the whole thing, but man, everything is changing, man. Everything is changing. There's nothing they can do about this damn thing, man. And it is what it is at this point, man. You had a little boy that at his house and his family find it, damn it, on their telescopes. It's out there, people. People got mad videos of it, but it is what it is at this point, man. Hold on. I'm gonna look at some what y'all talking about in the chat. Well, Rhonda ain't say nothing else. Miss Rhonda, what she say? It was a joke. Oh, I'll cook you. Oh, anybody can get it. I'm rocking with you. I like to have roasting sessions. You know what I'm saying? I give credit where it's due. Yeah. Hey, maybe hey, maybe we nah, I'm gonna tell you the truth though. For some people that want to try out, I seen somebody put in here, they mentioned somebody in the chat that's doing what I'm doing. Like, I mean, I know it's a lot of people doing, they trying to do what I'm doing now too as well. I don't care about it. A lot of, like, you know what I'm saying, some people be bringing it up, like this person, I don't care. All of a sudden you see people doing they're putting together like conspiracy theory TikToks and stuff. It's cool. I don't care about that. It's gonna happen, and then somebody's gonna come up with another way to do it. It's a fake me in the chat. Where y'all see that at? I seen something say Dre, but I don't. Yeah, I was doing this shit first, so it don't matter. But I don't care though. Like I ain't one of these people. I don't want to start no drama with other channels just because that's dumb. All this stuff is on the internet. I don't own none of this stuff. I just put it together and orchestrate it. Dre, look up the Tegatons and the connection to the Black Knight satellite. Black Knight satellite, yeah. See, I mean, a lot of people know about that from here, and you know, Billy Carson's. If you really want to know that information about the Black Knight satellite, I got information on it, but not as in depth as his information is, because he has a lot more resources where he can actually get out here and do these things, and that's the next step for me. Like I keep telling y'all, that's why I tell y'all, smash that like button on here. It's gonna help me get to the point where I can, you know, get out here and do these things. Yeah, it's easy to spot the fakes. You said, let's see my superpower. What y'all think my superpower is? What y'all think it is? Yeah, forbidden knowledge for sure. Go there. He got all the information on it. And it's crazy when I first started to see it. Like I already knew about it, but actually seeing the pictures of it that he has. Go look, go check it out. And then you'll start to, when you find real information, then it makes you dig deeper and find other stuff, and it leads you to other things. That's how I find out about other things and what's going on. But I knew as a kid though. My mama tell you. I'm gonna be like Paul Cook. Who's that? No offense or nothing. I'm not familiar, but let me know. I'm all about getting information. Yeah, I got another dope one for y'all coming tomorrow though. Said a truth seeker is my power. Okay. Yeah, and look, on top of that too as well, you know, for my people on here, look. Y'all been still, like a lot of people, look, I've been getting emails and everything about these body butters. Next month when I move, they're going to be on sale. I'm just going to go ahead and give that away. It's going to be on sale next month when I move. I got a lot of people that want that joint. Y'all keep asking me how somebody, like, you can climb in age, but let's talk about this. Let's let the cat out the bag. When we get older, certain things are going to start to change with your body and stuff. And a lot of people, bro, the age I am right now, bro, I'm people my age look like they're about 50. And I'm talking about a bad 50. 50, you're still supposed to be looking good. 60, you're still supposed to be looking good. 70 as well. You feel me? And feeling good. That's even better, you know? So a lot of people want to know these secrets, and that's why I'm going to be dropping a lot more for y'all. Next month is a big month for all of us, and y'all going to see. Y'all going to see what I've really been working on. And I only, hey, Lanika know. She in the chat right now. Hey, Lanika, am I lying or am I flying? How tall am I? 6 foot. Making people feel better. See, that was never damn, that's crazy though. All right. I'm trying to I should promote during my videos. Yeah, I will, but that's not the thing that be on the front of my mind all the time is trying to sell y'all shit, you know. I ain't one of those people that's always trying to on all my videos at the end, hey, you know, you watch my video, nigga, but look, I got this ad for you to buy my shit. I'm cool, man. I don't want to overwhelm y'all with this shit. Like, it's all good. It ain't about me just monetizing off of people and shit. Like, I hate when people, you know, do that. I could run that shit up and be doing that shit all the time, but I'm not. That's not me. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just not me. I got to be real with myself. And when you start to take your journey, you got to be real with yourself. Do what you want. Do what you want to do with your life. You know, live how you want to live. Don't live according to nobody else's rule. How much for a rap feature? Oh, it's gonna cost you though, but at the same time, I say this. If your song trash, I just ain't gonna be on it. Yeah. You know how all, like a lot of these other YouTubers, bro, they got products and products and products for you, forcing it on you. Look, I don't plan on dropping merch all the time and stuff like that, having merch on my online store 24/7. Look, I only want to drop the shit for people that's rocking with me. For everybody else, I can care less, you know? If they get it or not. You make beats, I bet. You had a dream about Nibiru crashing into our planet. If that shit, it's over for us to crash into us, bro. What's my view on Rashad? Talking about Rashad Jamal. I mean, I ain't got no. I don't know. You said I gotta spit one day. Maybe I should drop a song. Y'all want to hear a snippet? Y'all want to hear a snippet of a song? I mean, if y'all want me to, I'll play a little snippet, but y'all ain't. Yeah, he is locked up right now. For sure. Like, I mean, I don't know too much all into the case, and I'm not all in the case and stuff like that. I be minding my business, but I wish him the best. For sure. Oh shit, y'all want me to play that shit for real? Alright, bet. Alright, I'm gonna run a little snippet for y'all. I gotta go over here to my other computer real quick. Hey Lanika, what should I play? Should I play In Your Feelings? I should play In My Feelings. It's a freestyle too. Nah, I ain't gonna freestyle right now. I don't feel like doing all that. I'll drop something that I already freestyle to. You got a video dropping tomorrow? I bet. I'll stay in tune with that, you know? I don't think he fake. I wouldn't say that about Rashad Jamal. That's crazy. You know, I practice not like I joke about people, but I don't feel bad about. I don't like to down people and shit about their situation. So I don't get into all that. You know, real talk. But yeah, hold on. Let me run this shit. Yeah. All right, about to run it. Hey, can y'all hear? Yeah, he going crazy. Fuck with you hard. Run around smoking, I'm strong, got my feelings done. Run around smoking, I'm strong, pulling up pills done. Run around smoking, I'm strong, got my feelings done. Run around smoking, I'm strong, fuck with a hurt. Run around smoking, I'm strong, shit gon' hurt done. Run around smoking, I'm strong, feeling that pain done. Run around smoking, I'm strong, shit no game done. Yeah, shit you losing, you learn, damn. Taking these damns, and this ain't really my thing, damn. Come here. Daddy, I'm crying, mom, she told me she's scared, damn. Come here. Lost my girl, I can't play these games, My brother is lost, baby, I know to tell him, damn. Oh, yeah. Got in my soul, so I know what I'm feeling, damn. Oh, yeah. We live, got in my soul, so I know what I'm healing, damn. Oh, yeah. Tell me how to pull this shit at once. Yeah, run around smoking, I'm strong, all my feelings, damn. Yeah, daddy on crack, a bitch don't know how I'm feeling, damn. Oh, yeah, daddy on crack, a bitch don't know how I'm feeling, damn. Oh, yeah, daddy on crack, a bitch don't know how I'm feeling, damn. Oh, yeah, run around smoking, I'm strong, with all my feelings, damn. Yeah, daddy, I see you know I'm killing, damn. Oh, yeah, you know I'm feeling, damn. Oh, yeah, run around sipping this tea, all my feelings, damn. Yeah, run around city and bitch, I'm on my feelings. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was off the top though. One take Dre out there, John. You feel me? Hey, I still got it, just a little bit. That was a warm up. I got songs way better than that though. Look, she reading the comments. Yeah, she. Oh no, she good. Yeah, she's not. Whatever. You gonna say hey? Say hey to them. They saying hey to you. Yeah. Oh, you said we copy and paste? Yeah, she look my twin. You know they can hear you. They can hear all that tapping and stuff you're doing. Yep. Yeah, they can. It's my twin. Yeah. All right. I gotta go out here and do tea parties, and nah, she don't do tea parties. We be climbing trees. I'm all bruised up and stuff. Climbing trees with her today, but yeah, man, I'm gonna get off here. Hey, let me know if y'all want me to drop that one. I'll drop a video to it. For sure. I'll drop a video to it. I got some other joints I want to play for y'all, but I just can't right now. So if y'all got some people out here, hey, look, just tell them when I drop my joint, it's gonna blow. I'm just gonna let y'all know that off rip. It's gonna blow when I drop it. I'm gonna drop an album. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna drop a whole album. It's gonna be lit. It's not gonna be what y'all thinking either. It's gonna be turned. But look, I gotta get off here. Yo. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look, if y'all got some beats, you know what I'm saying? Look, hey, it's gonna turn up. Everybody gonna get to eat. You feel me? If you include your beats on the project and stuff. Hey, tell Drake I want my feature. You feel me? I want a free feature too, cause this is gonna be too. My song's gonna be too hard, bro. I don't sound like nobody else either, but I love you.